3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this Thursday installment of We Talk. I'm Yolanda Nel. Thursday we chill, and today we are chilling with wildlife photographer Roberto Kruger, so please stay tuned for that. But next up, we will first have a look at our news. And now heading over to the Windhoek Express website for some news. Namibians worrying about the lack of rain in most areas to date this rainy season could take comfort in a weather outlook posted today by Landwater, a meteorological interest group on Facebook. Landwater today issued a statement highlighting some of the reasons behind the delay in rainfall so far this season, but underlines that conditions are improving and paving the way for a potentially very good rainfall season in most parts of the country. The author warns that Namibia can still expect very heavy rain from the second half of this week until next week, and at least 2 or more rainfall waves to follow. Even though chances for rain are diminished for the northwest, the author says the outlooks indicate that the rain waves will push feelers there, although it remains somewhat more uncertain. Landwater also warns that there is potential for next level rainfall and warns Namibians to stay alert. The author writes that while La Nina promotes a more favorable rainy season, it is no guarantee for good rain cover, as other factors also play a role. The African Leadership Institute was awarded 250,000 Namibian dollars as the second runners-up in the private sector category at the Old Mutual Partnership Awards held in Johannesburg last year. The awards consisted of 7 categories and Namibia was nominated in 3. Apart from Ali's nomination in the Private Sector Partner of the Year category, Namibia received 2 other nominations. In the category for Corporate Social Investment Partner of the Year, the Minister of Education, Arts and Culture was nominated through the Education Excellence Awards and CDP Maths Training Program. This award recognized a partner who collaborated in nation building, social upliftment, and civic activism for the benefit of the most vulnerable in our society. Additionally, the support that the Health Ministry provided to the Namibian government's efforts to combat the pandemic was nominated in the Public Sector Partner of the Year award. This award aimed to recognize the creative achievements and interventions of public service institutions in leading a more effective and responsible public service by enhancing service delivery, improving efficiency, and building capacity. It was encouraging that not only were some of our partners nominated, but one of them won a cash prize. In our view, Ali's win is a testament of one of many long-standing partnerships we have as Old Mutual, says the acting marketing and communication executive. The government institution's pension fund has in recent years increased the shift and reliance in the use of information technology for its staff and members. As we aim to reduce the further spread of COVID-19, we encourage our members to make use of our online platforms such as the GIPF member portal, our regional call center lines, and the regional email addresses to access services. The fund pled with members to always remain vigilant when using online platforms, specifically the member portal. They encouraged members to keep their passwords private. The GIPF cautions their members to be observant when it comes to their finances. People might approach you for their own benefit to rob you of your hard earned savings. They are prone to use the following vectors: emails, WhatsApp, SMSs, and phone calls. Before responding to prompts via any of the above means of communication, verify the legitimacy of the person contacting you. Where you are requested to share personal information, scrutinize the information again. Refrain from sharing any of your personal information like PINs, debit or credit card numbers, and any other personal information. En 'n bietjie vermaaklikheidsnuus. Die akteurspaar Christel van den Berg en David Lou, wat bekend is vir hulle rolle as die TV-egpaar Simon en Renate Greef op Kyknet se Getroud met Rugby, is binnekort in Namibia met hulle nuwe komedie-verhoogstuk Trou is nie perde koop nie. Hierdie verhoogstuk sal in 9 verskillende dorpe oor die land opgevoer word. Dit is die toneelstuk wat deur David neergepen is, se debuutverskyning, en die paartjie sê hulle is baie opgewonde om in Namibia te kom kuier. Hulle toer skop op 4 Februarie in Windhoek af en eindig op 18 Februarie in Swakopmund. Hulle sal ook draaie maak op dorpe soos Utsu en Aranos. Die toneelstuk gaan oor Milan en Daniel, 'n jong paartjie in hulle vroeë 30's, ongetroud, maar reeds amper 3 jaar in 'n ernstige verhouding. Hulle bly in Daniel se ma se tuinwoonstel in Johannesburg. Hulle is 'n power couple, hulle werk hard, is ongelooflik lief vir mekaar, deel dieselfde doelwitte en soek dieselfde uit die lewe. Of soort van. Milan wil trou en Daniel glo nie in trou nie. Game on. Vanaand is die aand waar die poppe gaan dans. Hulle albei bring hulle eie game en die handskoene kom af. Daniel gaan probeer om vir Milan van plan laat verander en Milan gaan met niks minder as 'n trou tevrede wees nie. Gaan hulle paadjies skei of gaan hulle die pad saam aandurf? Kom vind uit. Kaartjies is aanlyn teen 150 Namibiese dollar beskikbaar by Quicket. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm joined with Roberto Kruger, and he is from Discover Namibia. Roberto, thank you so much for your time. Quickly tell us, what is Discover Namibia all about?
Well, Discover Namibia is wildlife photography with the aim of raising awareness towards conservation efforts that are happening in Namibia.
And when did you get into photography?
I remember when I was about 11 years old. I had the opportunity to get either an MP3 player, when those things still existed, or a camera. And I decided to go for a camera. But I didn't really realize that there was a bit of a passion developing there until I was about 15, 16 years old. I had the opportunity to go to the world famous Etosha National Park. And I decided I'm going to take the family camera along. The rest is history. I just absolutely fell in love with the idea of taking photographs of animals in their natural habitat and just observing their behavior and capturing those moments. I just absolutely fell in love with the entire concept of it.
And wildlife photography is one of those things where you sit at one spot for hours and hours and just wait.
It's not like a person. You can't tell them to do a certain pose. You have to wait for the right moment, and if you miss it, you miss
It's
it.
gone. What do you love about photography?
It's such a unique opportunity to be able to create something. Whether you're doing photographing people, if you're doing something commercial, whether you're doing lifestyle, you've got this opportunity to almost encapsulate this special moment, whether it's the intimate moment with a leopard mom licking her cub on the side of her face, and it's such a unique, intimate moment, and capturing that, it's something so special.
Where do you showcase your work?
I have an Instagram account, obviously, as most people do, Instagram and Facebook, but I also have a website where you can purchase some of my images as a fine art print.
What inspires you as a photographer?
Specifically with wildlife, something that inspires me with the conservation efforts as well. 15, 20 years from now, I'd love to go to a national park and I'd love to still see a rhino. I'd love to still see an elephant. I'd love to still see a cheetah, a lion. Unfortunately, at the moment, animals' numbers are deteriorating very fast, and it's conservation efforts that are constantly working towards maintaining these animals' populations and their numbers. So something that inspires me very much is constantly having to want to see these animals again. And obviously that coupled with a love of photography, they found their way to each other very easily.
Why specifically wildlife?
Well, something that I didn't consciously think of. Ever since I was a kid, you'd find me watching National Geographic documentaries before I was watching cartoons. It's one of those things I've always loved nature, run around the garden catching spiders and lizards, and it's something that it wasn't a conscientious decision for me at all. The love of photography developed later, and it was just a natural step that happened. I just enjoyed wildlife photography.
Do you do other types of photography, like events or people?
Yeah, absolutely. I work for a social media agency called Nuka Nuka. So I do a whole variety of photography. We do products, food, corporate, commercial, lifestyle, any kind of photography that anyone would need. You have to do that as well.
And it's fascinating to know a simple Christmas gift decision has kind of laid out your career course for the rest of your life.
Yeah, precisely.
And it's years later and you still enjoy it. I hope you still enjoy it.
Definitely. I'm one of the few people that still gets to do what they enjoy.
Yes, that is a privilege to be in a position like that.
Absolutely.
But talking about conservation, you partnered with the Desert Lion Fund. Tell us about that collaboration.
Namibia is home to many animal species that require conservation. I think, for example, we have things like rhinos, elephants, pangolins, cheetahs. All of these animals are in a position where their existence as a whole is facing serious challenges. Many Namibians may not know this, but for example, we have with the Desert Lion Trust Fund, there's a very small population of lions that live in Damaraland, in the Namib Desert, in the middle of sand. There's nothing around there. And it's estimated to only be about 150 of them left in the wild. And these numbers are constantly deteriorating because most of the livelihood that people have that live in Damaraland, you guessed it, livestock farming. So a lion in the desert, there's food that's easily available. What does the farmer do? Kills the lion because it's his source of food and income as well. He needs to feed his family. So what the Desert Lion Trust does is they are working to establish infrastructure to minimize the human-wildlife conflict. One example of that is they set up predator-proof kraals. So they build much stronger kraal that doesn't allow a lion to get into the kraal, which is crucial. They have GPS collars on the lions so that they can see where they are and warn farmers ahead of time if these lions are getting close to their farm. So collaborating with an organization like the Desert Lion Trust is crucial, just for the sake that there's only about 150 of them left.
But except for safeguarding the animals, it's also important for those farmers to know, listen, the lion can't get into your car anymore, please don't shoot.
Exactly.
Then, Roberto, thank you so much. Good luck with your endeavors.
Thank you very much.
Do you have any big plans for the year?
Well, for the rest of this year, I have one main goal, and that is to try and make aware to most Namibians that supporting conservation is not a difficult task. You can do it in simple ways. I don't want to use this platform at all to try and sell what I have, but the website that I have, 15% of all the profits goes to various conservation funds. So by doing something simple like decorating your home with a picture, an everyday Namibian citizen can be supporting conservation efforts in the country. So
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, and please go check out Discover Namibia on Instagram. His photos are fantastic.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
We'll be right back. And for today's life hack, if you're in the market for new kitchen appliances, look out for the Energy Star Qualified sticker. This will mean that your appliance saves 10 to 50% more energy. And next up, Jeanette Diergaard for your Flex Minute.
Hi everybody and welcome back to Flex. Now I'm Jeanette Diergaard, your presenter for Flex, and today we will be doing some stretches that will help you if you have any lower back pain. So we're going to start off with a yoga pose called the cat and the cow stretch. So you go on all fours, and what we first do, you really stretch through that shoulders, you stretch that spine. This is also going to help wake up your spine, and then we bring, so this is I think this one is the cat, or no, this is the cow. Yes, this is the cow. And then we go into the cat stretch. Okay, so you really want to push out that glutes, have that hollow back, make your back really hollow, and bring it up again. Okay, and now we're going to do a bent knee stretch again. So basically you're going to lie on your back, both legs, both knees bent, and you bring it up and try and hold it there for a bit. So always try and keep your lower back on your mat or on the floor, whatever you prefer. And now we're going to bring it out again. Okay, and up again. So really do that stretch, have the stretch deep into your back and really feel it. Okay, and keep the movement controlled the whole time. Okay guys, that will bring us to the end of that stretch. I will see you guys next time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our show for today. Please check in again tomorrow as we will be talking jet blast popsicles and what else is needed in this heat of winter at the moment. So please don't miss tomorrow's episode. We'll see you then.
Here we go!